My name is Jamie Carta. I'm a mentor teacher at Colorado State University's Early Childhood Center, and I'd like to invite you to watch me clean our classroom fish tank. We have one fish in our fish tank right now. He's kind of hanging back behind our filter, and his name is Norman. He is a pleco. He's a bottom feeder, which means he likes to eat things off the bottom of our tank. He's a great algae eater. He cleans all the algae off the plants and flowers and the little house in our fish tank. And we also feed him. He likes plecos, can eat little shrimp or little worms. They can eat vegetables like kale and zucchini and cucumbers. And we feed him one of these pleco wafers every day. It's a kind of fish food that he eats. And it has vegetables and it has good things for the algae eater fish like Norman. So every morning when this fish tank is usually in our classroom, and children take turns feeding him. And we know that these drop all the way to the bottom because he's a bottom feeder. Today I'd like to show you how we clean our fish tank. And every Thursday morning in our classroom we clean Norman's tank. So the children in our classroom are experts at doing this. We have this little tube, and we open the lid to the fish tank. And every time we clean, we either clean this side of the tank or we clean this side of the tank. And today I'm going to clean this side of the tank. So we put this down in the water, and then there's a little blue thing right here, a little pump. And children like to take turns doing this for me, but it creates a siphon to pull the water out of the fish tank. You can kind of see a few bubbles starting to go. And if you look inside the bucket, I don't know if you can see, but water is starting to collect in the bucket that we use. Collect from the fish one more time. And this is what we use to clean our fish tank. This tube starts to suck up anything that's on the bottom of the tank that's unhealthy for Norman to eat. Usually it's his poop and any waste that might be down there. We get all the way to the bottom. And in our classroom, children help me do this on Thursday mornings. And we do this until our bucket is almost full. And we go around the back. Norman is nocturnal, which means he likes to sleep at night. And nocturnal means that he's usually asleep during the daytime. And he likes to hide behind the filter in this corner. And this thing with the red light in the corner, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it's the heater, and it keeps the water the correct temperature for the fish. And this corner of the tank is the thermometer, and that way we can always check and make sure the fish tank is the correct temperature. If I just kind of go along, it's going to pick up more stuff, and I'm looking in my bucket to see if it's full. Norman often likes to go in this little house, and he's a big fish. I'll show him to you in a minute, and he can fit all the way through this house and go swimming. But when we're cleaning the water, Norman's a little shy, and I think the noise that this makes, I'll be quiet and let you listen. Can you hear that going against the gravel? It's really noisy. How do you think that feels with Norman's ears? Probably a little loud, huh? Okay, once I fill the bucket, then I pull this tube out really slowly. And anything left in the tube is gonna go out in the fish tank, and we'll just get that next time. And then, after we take out the water, do you see how the water, you can see it flowing from the filter really fast? That means it's time to add some water. So I shut the lid, and I lift this part right here. And in this is a filter, and it little white filter, and it filters out anything that's in the water that might not be good for Norman. So any waste that's in there, and extra algae. So I pour the water in here. And it slowly comes out through the filter, and Norman is getting a little worried. He's in the back, hiding. I'm gonna pour that. This is 1 gallon of water. And I know that our fish tank sometimes takes about 1.5 gallons of water. Let's see how much this takes. This is 1 more gallon. Whoa, that went really fast. I wonder if this will take 1 whole gallon or another 1/2 gallon. I'm not sure. Last week it took 1.5 gallons. It looks like this week I needed to add the extra gallon, so I must have taken out 2 gallons of water because that's how much I had to put back in. I'm going to show you Norman because he's a really shy fellow. So he's in the back of our fish tank. Move the fish food real quick. He's kind of against the filter. Do you see him? He's really, really still right now. In the background of our fish tank, we read that fish really like a background that changes. So this piece of paper that's at the back of our fish tank, a friend in my classroom, Caitlin, painted that. We had a fish named Christina, and Christina was at the end of her lifespan and she died recently. And so one morning, Caitlin painted a picture for Norman to remind him of Christina. And that's the background of our fish tank. So here's Norman again, just hiding back there behind that pink plant. Well, thank you so much for joining me as I cleaned our fish tank. It was great to have you. Thank you.